Hey guys, today we are making easy and delicious, my favorite mini pavlovas. Let's get started. Before you start, preheat your oven to 300 Fahrenheit. It's important to have the oven ready so you can bake the meringue immediately after piping. Next, prepare your egg whites. Ensure they are completely free of yolks, water, or oil, as any residue will prevent them from whipping. This applies to your bowl and whisk as well. First, whip egg whites until they are very fluffy. Don't add too much sugar at the beginning, as sugar can actually prevent the egg whites from whipping well. But when added gradually, sugar becomes a powerful stabilizer.
All right, let's take a look. Nice and fluffy. So now we're gonna add 1/3 of the sugar.
Whip until the egg whites reach stiff peaks.
So I'm gonna add 1/3. Just about is fine.
Add the remaining sugar 1/3 at a time, whipping well after each addition until the mixture is glossy and firm.
All right, second time. And again, medium to high speed. Okay, this is the third time, so we're gonna add all the sugar. And repeat.
This process should take just about 2 minutes.
So let's check.
Don't forget to scrape down the sides of the bowl with the spatula to ensure the sugar is evenly incorporated.
Scrape it off on your whisk attachment. Don't attach it on the side of the bowl.
Now turn your mixer to low or medium-low speed and whip for about 10 minutes. This is a crucial step. High-speed whipping creates large uneven air bubbles, but by switching to a low speed, you break those down into tiny bubbles, resulting in a much smoother, shinier finish. While the mixer is running, set parchment paper on a baking sheet, prepare your lemon juice, set aside cornstarch, and set a piping tip in a piping bag.
Today I'm gonna use French star tip and large round tip.
And as an option, vanilla beans or extract. After 10 minutes, the meringue should feel silky, no longer grainy between your fingers, because the sugar has fully dissolved.
And we're gonna add the cornstarch. It's a little bit lumpy, so I'm gonna sift it in. And then lemon juice and the vanilla beans as option.
Whisk slowly, starting on low speed to prevent it from flying out. Then mix at medium-low speed until just combined.
All right. So just give it a quick fold just to ensure that the cornstarch and the lemon juice is evenly distributed.
This is the final texture. It should look thick and elastic and shiny.
All right, so now I'm going to drop it on a plastic wrap. Then I like to wrap it. And using the remaining meringue, attach the parchment paper, the four corner, and then yes, your hands get messy. But that's part of the fun. Let's not take too much time here. Wash my hands quick. Let's go. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you can also add more on top.
You can use a piping bag and tip for a clean look, or simply use a spoon for a more elastic style.
This one. Let's see, where should I add? This guy. This guy.
Create a shallow hollow in the center. This ensures that the pavlova bakes slow in a shorter time and creates a perfect nest for your cream and sauce.
And you can tap it to add some horn if you want to. And let's go.
Place them in the oven and immediately reduce the temperature to 215 Fahrenheit. Bake for 70 to 90 minutes, depending on your oven and the size of your pavlovas.
You want to bake it at low temperature so that the surface is not going to crack and to prevent the surface from getting too browned. So now the time is up. I just turned off the oven and do not open the oven door yet. Let them cool down in the oven, which takes a few hours or more. Because the meringue is so fragile, the surface might crack with the temperature gap if you take them out right now.
Whip your heavy cream with a little sugar. You don't need a lot of sugar because the pavlova base is pretty sweet already, so you kind of want to balance out the sweetness.
Okay. This looks nice.
Pipe the cream on top of the cooled base. If you want to serve them with fruit sauce or lemon curd, make them while the pavlovas are cooling in the oven so that the sauce will be ready at this point. And decorate them with fresh fruit of your choice. Today I picked fresh berries and peppermint. And it is done. Enjoy. They should be crispy on the outside and soft like marshmallow inside, and it is so delicious. These meringue bases stay crisp for up to 2 days at room temperature.
You can store them in the oven for 12 to 24 hours or in an airtight container.
I recommend decorating them right before serving. However, I tested storing decorated pavlovas in the fridge. I stored some on a baking sheet without a lid, and they surprisingly stayed crisp for a day. And on day 2, I could see that it was a little bit softer. And I also saved the other ones in an airtight container in the refrigerator. And they stayed crisp, but definitely less, and started whipping after day 2. So I would say it's safe to refrigerate them for a few hours if you need to, but a long-term refrigeration is not recommended.
And one of the most important things is to add toppings like jam, sauce right before serving because they make the meringue soggy quickly. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you love this mini pavlovas, also check out my other delicious mini treats as well. I'm gonna leave some of them in the description. Enjoy pastry living, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.